Welcome to our series, Open Mic with Erin. Today we have Rebecca joining us. She's also a quadriplegic. Do you want to introduce yourself and just maybe tell us about your injury and how old you were when you got hurt?
Sure. So I'm 25 years old. I live on Long Island with my parents. And 4 years ago, I was on a ski trip with my friends. I was still a senior in college. And I don't really remember the day at all itself. But I was told I had a really, really bad fall on the slope. And I woke up a few days later in the ICU in New Hampshire. It took them multiple times to resuscitate me. I had no pulse for 10 minutes. And eventually I was stabilized, airlifted to Dartmouth, Hitchcock. And I was there 17 days. And then I went to Spalding in Boston for 4.5 months doing OT, PT, speech therapy. Um, I was on a ventilator part of the time. Ended up getting a surgery that allowed me to be off the ventilator part time. So I got a diaphragmatic pacer implanted. And then eventually I was discharged to the hospital closer to my house on Long Island called Glencoe Hospital. And I was there 4 months. Then I was discharged to an independent living facility connected to an assisted living because my house was being renovated by a TV show called George to the Rescue. They redo people's homes for a variety of reasons, whether it's like their injury or their good impact on the community. So they redid my house. Took a while, and I was in that independent living for about a month, and then I was discharged home. And I've been living at home for 3+ years now. And I work a little bit. I do social media. Um, I paint with my mouth. Sort of trying to create a life for myself.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I remember you actually hearing about your injury, and I think I reached out to you because I was like, I saw something about Fire Island, and I was like, oh, like maybe she's near where my boyfriend's parents have a place.
Oh, where do they have a place?
It's in Point of Woods.
Oh, I don't even know.
But it's
Where
like,
it is.
yeah, I think it's not the same as where you go. Um,
And you're in Pennsylvania, right?
um,
Or
I'm in Florida now, but I was in
Florida?
Boston. But
Oh, where did I get Pennsylvania?
my fiance is from Pennsylvania, so we do go there.
Oh, I don't know why I thought that. All right, whatever.
So did you already say how old you were when you got hurt?
I was 21 at the
Okay,
time.
same as me. Um, so yeah, I wanted to say I love that you said you want to focus on talking today about being young and disabled and kind of the perks that come with that. So yeah, I love that you kind of focus on the positive. And my first question was, um, what are some of the coolest experiences you've had since becoming disabled?
So I've gotten to go to some really cool concerts, like at Jones Beach, which is a venue on Long Island on the water. It's beautiful. It's always sunset when like the opening act comes out, and I get to go to one show a summer for free, and I'm in like the front row, like off to the side, but front row. And I saw Pitbull, the Lumineers, One Republic, and this year the band I want to see I'm gonna be away for, so we might could just go see Big Time Rush just for the fun of it. And I also got to meet Noah Khan at his
That
concert in Madison Square Garden, and that was amazing. So
that was
that
cool.
was probably the coolest.
I
Like
was
he was
jealous.
so nice.
Yeah, that was cool. I saw those pictures. Um, yeah, I guess that kind of answers my next question, which I was going to ask you about celebrities you've met, but is that the only like one-on-one meeting that you've done?
Yeah, and then when I went to a Yankee game, which was another disability perk, we got on the field for batting practice. So we got to meet the catching coach, and we saw like very close up a famous player. I don't even remember his name. I don't know a lot about baseball, but that was another perk was the Yankee game. Um, and the coach, yeah.
That's cool. Um, I wanted to ask, um, what's something that people assume is a perk that really isn't, or just doesn't hit like they think it does?
It's what people think is a perk. Well, I can't really feel like a stomach ache. Feel like,
Yeah,
oh, that's nice, but not really, because then I can't really tell what's like bad for my stomach,
true.
or
Yeah,
like I could have GI upset other ways, but I can't figure out what it is because I don't get stomachache from it. Um, another, oh, well, the fact that I don't really have to like stop to go to the bathroom because I wear a catheter for the bag. So like I always forget when I'm with people. Like we have to
yeah,
go somewhere where there's like bathrooms.
yeah.
Like oh, well, it's kind of nice, to go to the bathroom. Well, yeah, I'd rather I could, but
Right, right. Yeah, no, whenever like people are like, "Where's the bathroom I have to go?" and I'm like, "Oh, I forgot people like have to go to the bathroom still," because I'm so
yeah.
used to having a bag. Um, do you have any hilarious or awkward moments that came from someone trying to offer a perk and it completely flopped?
Yeah, you might have seen me post this, but I was at Whole Foods the other day, and the employee came up to me, my nurse. It's like, "Can I pray for her?" She's like, "Well, ask her." I was like, "Sure." And then
Oh,
he like held both my shoulders, and we were standing in front of the non-dairy yogurt, and he just did this like long prayer, and it was in Spanish, a lot of it. And then I just like sat there like looking at these yogurts and just let him do his thing. And then one time in Texas Roadhouse, someone came up to me and said they were a pastor, they wanted to pray for me, and the prayer was so long. Like my friend and I sat there trying so hard not to laugh, like just listening to this long prayer go on and on. It was crazy.
I hate that because it's like it's just so awkward when people do that. It's like, can you just pray silently, please?
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah. Um, do you feel like being young and disabled has opened doors to communities or connections you wouldn't have had otherwise?
I would say yeah because I'm young. I'm on social media. I've met a lot of people through that,
Mhm.
and I've met a girl Laura who lives in Michigan, same injuries as me, and
That's
she's
cool.
been lovely. And we FaceTime sometimes.
Oh,
So I met her that way. I've met like some people on Long Island, although Long Island doesn't have like the biggest um, community of spinal cord injury patients. There's no like in-person support groups or anything. But yeah, I've met some young people that way, and there's wheelchair softball in the summer that I've gone to and just watched. So that's cool too.
yeah, yeah. Awesome. Um, this is one that I was curious about. How do you balance enjoying the perks while also making sure people still see your full humanity, not just like a special case?
It's like a fine line because I do like these perks, but I don't want to be pitied a
Yeah,
lot of the time. But I tell myself like, you've been through a lot. You deserve to have these little perks and benefits here and there, and it's okay to accept that. Or if this one or two people that set it up are doing it because they feel bad for you, then so what? And it honestly makes them feel good too to like
true.
be able to do this for me. And I also know that by me doing it and posting it, it sort of shows people that like you can live a life despite the tragedy. So
Yeah.
sort of how I do it, I guess.
Yes, good message to put out. Um, have the perks ever helped you cope or find joy during harder times?
Yeah, it definitely gives me something to look forward to if I have like a concert or if I get Like at the nail salon, they never pay for me. They never make me pay,
Oh,
which is kind of nice.
that's cool.
Or like even after meeting Noah Khan, I replay that moment in my head several times. We DM'd a little bit afterwards, like barely, but a little bit. And that like made me so excited. It's like see a message from him. So
Yeah.
it really would just brighten up my day.
Yeah, that's nice. At least kind of helps a little bit. Um, what do you want other young people with disabilities to know, especially those who might still be adjusting?
I think they should know that there's a world out there for them that they could explore, and there's plenty of things for them to do despite being limited with their mobility. And you still can live a full life being disabled.
Yeah, yeah, love that. Um, is there anything else you wanted to talk about with perks or anything?
I would just say if you're disabled or ill or for whatever reason and people are offering you things, don't say no just because you feel bad or don't want to be pitied. Because A, like I said, people like to help, and B, just take it. You've been through a lot. Let
Yeah.
yourself have it. Um, Prior to my accident, I didn't like accepting help from
Hmm.
people. Made me uncomfortable.
Me
I
too.
just felt guilty. Now I'm like, well, I think it brings them joy and
Yeah, yeah.
brings me joy, so why not? And um, you never know what could come out of it.
Yeah, kind of just trying not to see the worst in people and that people aren't trying to be rude. Sometimes it comes across that way, but I think that's a good point. Um, yeah, so really my last question is since Sure Hands is our sponsor today, have you heard of their products?
Is that the device that lifts you out of bed?
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen your couple of your videos with it, I think.
Okay. So you don't have one then, right?
No, and I don't know if it would work.
Hmm.
Maybe. I don't have any like well, I don't really have great even head control.
Hmm.
I don't know, I feel like I'll just flop too much.
They do have like the ceiling lift you can attach like a Hoyer basically, and it's basically the same as a Hoyer lift.
Huh. I'll look at that. I
Yeah.
do have a ceiling. I do have a ceiling Hoyer lift right now. Although it's been broken for the past 4 months, it takes forever to fix it. But I do have one.
So what have you been using since it's broken?
The, the manual one that
Oh
you
jeez.
crank.
I hate
It's
that one.
terrible.
Yeah, I got
Terrible.
that when I first got home, and my mom and I were alone after rehab and we got back from Spalding, and it was like broken. I guess the hydraulic fluid was gone. And so when she like went to pump me up, it just dropped me to the floor and like the metal part dropped on my head and I was just like
Oh my god.
I'm traumatized and I never want to get that thing again. But
Oh my god.
yeah, it was scary. But I feel like now I usually just have someone pick me up. But my mom can't do that, so I use the lift for it when she's here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard for one person to operate.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I feel like that's all I really have. But yeah,
What are some perks you've gotten?
some perks I've gotten. I feel like I guess same thing with social media, like getting a following because people want to, learn more about disability or they just think it's interesting. So I guess brands reaching out and either sending me stuff or wanting to work with me. Like I've made some videos for like CVS, like products from there. I feel like that's the biggest thing. I haven't really gotten to meet any celebrities or anything. So,
Not yet.
not yet, exactly. I'm like, that would be cool, but I'm just like, I don't really go to a lot of concerts either, so maybe I need to like start going and then like DMing celebrities. How did that
Yeah.
happen with Noah Khan? Did you guys reach out?
I made a video on TikTok and I said, if you're Noah Khan, please watch this. I
Smart.
love your music. I was injured in New England. He sings a lot about New England.
Yeah.
His music helped me so much. throughout my recovery. I'm going to your show. Then he commented. I have the comment screenshotted and hanging in my room, but it says, "Thank you for using music as a way to recover and heal. Is there any way I could thank you in person?" Then he DM'd me. Then I DM'd emailed his manager. She was terrible at communicating. Somehow we made it work. Like, like literally up to like hours before the concert, like still not answering like where to meet because they wouldn't let us in, and she was just like so hard to deal with. But it
That's
happened. We're like, it's not gonna happen, but then it
amazing.
happens.
I'd be like spiraling, being like, am I gonna meet him or am I not gonna meet him?
You're like, we're so close. She's like, meet us at the Chase Lounge. Security was like, we can't let you go to that lounge because you don't have floor seats. We're like, but she said. They're like,
Yeah.
we don't know who you're talking about. It's like, oh my God. And then eventually it worked out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, so maybe I need to start doing stuff like that, like making videos for that makes sense because sometimes people get sent PR packages and I'm like, maybe they're like reaching out to these brands. Maybe that's what I need to do.
Well, that's what I've done for a few. Like, I went on a website where they sell cookies. I just clicked be an ambassador. Now they send me cookies. And then that girl Laura from Michigan with my injury, she made a video to Jelly Roll in the style of my no con video. Then she got to meet Jelly Roll.
Yeah. See, I think I need to
If you
do.
don't ask, the answer is no.
Right,
That's what I
right,
tell myself.
right. And it's like if they somehow see the video, like most likely they're probably gonna be like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So a lot of perks, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I wish there were more, but it doesn't really probably outweigh the injury, but it
No,
helps.
it doesn't.
Yeah, but it
It
helps.
helps. Yeah. Like I skipped the lines at Disney. Now apparently they don't even let you do that anymore, but
I heard that.
I used to. Yeah.
I want to go then because those lines are long.
Yeah, it was crazy. Oh, why I would wait in those lines.
I know.
Like, it's insane.
It's almost not worth it.
No.
Okay, well, thank you so much for coming on here. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Well, have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.